already said we are so happy spring is here.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're going to continue to celebrate. Licensed pastoral counselor Dr. James Stillwell is here to talk about the change and emerging from our personal hibernation and embracing the changing of the season. Thank you so much for being here.
Good to be here on the first day of spring.
Yes.
right.
It sounds very dramatic. What is happening?
It feels dramatic. You know, it's been such a winter with lots of water and inconsistent temperatures, and we're just ready.
Yeah. So what does the changing of spring, though, how does it affect our bodies?
How does it affect our bodies? Well, I think it affects our minds, you know?
Well,
and so it kind of wakes us up. And the good thing is it puts us in the present moment, kind of the tactile thing of being able to be outside and the beauty of it and all. It's wonderful.
So it kind of wakes us up?
It wakes us up.
So it's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I think so. You know, there's a minority of the population that would rather be in the winter. So I don't
Yes.
want to say this is true for everybody. But the majority of us, we prefer the spring and the summer.
Those people that prefer the winter,
yeah, I feel
we're a
sorry
little
for 'em.
suspicious of
Yeah.
that. Now, being outside and having the fresh air and the blue skies,
Yeah.
the flowers, the
Sunshine.
green,
Yeah.
is that good for our minds?
Well, I think for most of us it is. And for all of us, we get the vitamin D. It helps us to focus, so it's good for ADHD.
Right.
And it's good for us to get out of depression and anxiety most of the time because we're more prone to be in touch with our natural surroundings and be in the present moment and not being taken away with our anxious thoughts and our depressed thoughts.
Sure.
So does the spring coming, though, like, does it help people that have clinical, like, say, depression or, you know, things like that? Does that help them really or not?
It's a really good question because we assume that the answer is yes. But that could be a dangerous assumption because someone with clinical depression could get a little spike in their energy and they could still be suicidal.
Okay.
You know, so they need to be as much in contact with their counselor as ever. We don't need to say, okay, you're doing great just because they have a little more energy.
Right.
They still need to tend because they can still feel hopeless even though the surroundings may have changed.
Now, what about people who may not have, you know, people to go outside with? They don't have as many friends. Now you're kind of being forced to go out there, but you don't have anybody to do it with. Does that cause issues?
Well, keep your eyes open. You know, as I was a minister with single adults at a church for 20 years, and to tell people to know how to meet people is important, and you meet people all the time. You do it here, you know, in the grocery store, in your neighborhood. Just keep your eyes open, walking your dog. I think there's always a possibility of making new friends, and there's something about the better weather, I'm using better in my opinion, that makes it easier to do that.
Right. But it does, but the happening of spring not only affects us, it affects our animals as well, correct?
Well, it's an interesting thing. There's hibernation and torpor are the two different things that happen during the winter. And hibernation is that deep sleep where you can go for months without even going to the bathroom.
Oh, Lord.
That sounds
you know,
fabulous. Why don't we do that?
I don't know about all that.
Just sleeping for months.
Hibernation, your heart rate goes down so much you seem like you're dead.
Oh, okay.
And torpor is a state that you can go in and out of even day by day where you can be easily awakened. So, you know, these are things that are true in the animal kingdom, but I kind of think they're true for us too.
Yeah.
You know, we're all coming out of something of a hibernation, and we all still have some periods during the day where we have cycles where we have more energy than other times.
Yeah, well, I'm a torpor person. I'm not a hibernation person. I agree.
Yeah, there's no hibernation. Dr. Stillwell, I have to ask because we're starting spring with a full moon. Do you think it makes people different?
As a counselor, I think we see a spike in our people that come to see us.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Well, get ready,
Our
honey,
scanner
because it's
goes
a full
crazy.
moon.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful that, you know, we've got a lot of folklore that tells us that there's something to that.
Well, I'm telling you, our scanner goes crazy. And because it's warmer out, the police say they have more crimes.
Yeah, so it's reported by just about
I could see
everybody.
that. Yeah.
The expert said that.
It's all a pull, though. It's the energy pull. So.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Thank you so much for being
That's
here.
what it is.
Hey, no matter what it is, we're happy it's spring.
That's right.
I like that
We're
idea.
happy when you are here. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
How
Thank
can people
you.
get a hold of you?
Well, Dr. James Stillwell Ministries is my professional Facebook page. drjamesstillwell.com is my own personal page. So,
Perfect.
thank you.
All right.
All
Great.
your information's right there on the screen. If spring is a change in things, go
Yep.
see Dr. Stillwell.
That's right.
Thanks for being here.
Change.
Thanks for watching.
Thank
Stay
you.
with us. Midday Kentucky will be right back.